Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anil, and in this Laravel 6.0 video tutorial we are going to learn about the events and listener actually, right? So this is the events and listener. So now let's check the what points we are going to cover in this video. Um, so first of all we will learn that what is the events and listener in the Laravel. Then we have to register the events and listeners. Then we will make the event and listener with the this command, right? And after that I have to just make some code to make an example, and at the last we will make controller, router, and test the everything. So after this video you will just find that very confident in the event and listener with the Laravel. So now the first question is, what are the events and the listeners? So on the behalf of one operation you just want to perform the another operation, is basically the event and the listener. Alright, so first operation will be work as an event, and the second operation will be just listening the first operation, and whenever the first operation will be done, the second operation will be automatically called. Right, so let's take an example for it. So whenever just you are making the sign up and user on your application, you just want to send an email whenever the account is created on your application. All right, so the what is the event here? The user account created is the event, and sending the email is a bunch of code. This is the listening your first event basically, and this is the example that we are just going to make in this video. So now let's move on the second point and let's go through with the code. So register your events and listeners. So for that you must have to go inside your application, and first of all I'm just going to delete the extra folders. I just make the example before this video, so we can just remove for now. Alright, these are also not useful for now because they can be confused. Alright, so now you just have to go in the provider and just go on the event service provider. Alright, so here you can just find that one event is already one event and listener registration is already done, so we just want to make the another one. For that let's just provide the path of your event then listener. So just write here app, and event. You can just make any folder that you just want to make, and user created. Right, this is the file name. After that let's take an array and put here your listener URL. So it can be app, and then listener, and at the last let's say send email. Right, so this is an array, so you can just perform the more than one listener on the behalf of single event also. But for example it can be so simple, so I'm just going to put a single listener and the single event here. Alright, so after doing this we just have to run the one command which is here, and it will just create the two files. Alright, for event and listener, and I will just show you that where just we are able to get this file. So I'm just going to paste it and run it. Now you will see that two more files are here, one inside the event and one inside the listener, that we are just making here. Alright, so now I am just going to the event file here, and I have to just make to write a small bunch of code. Let's make it zoom out so that you can just watch it clearly. So so let's take a public property like email, $email, and in the constructor, because whenever this event will be called we just get the value here. So, and this value should be passed on the public property, so I'm just going to write here this dollar should be there, email dollar email. Perfect. So this is the only work that we can do or we should do in the create user created file. So now let's go on the listener files, and here we just have to handle the data. So that here you can see that in the handle data we already have a user created listener. So just simply write here like echo event, and what event we are just going to perform, we are just sending the email. So we can just write simply like this. Perfect. Everything is done. Now let's create the controller. PHP artisan make controller, and controller name can be like user auth, users auth. Alright, so you can just make any controller that you just want. Alright, so now I am just going to refresh it. Just click on the let's refresh it once more. Now I just got the controller here, and first of all I am just going to make a function, public function, and function name can be like index or whatever we want. And I must have to call your event also here, so just like use, and after that you can just copy the path of your event and pass here. Alright, and okay, and now let's just call your event here. For that, just write here event function, and in this event function just make a new user created. Alright, and here I can just pass some data like your account has been sent. Right, so whenever your, let's say, your data will be saved, you just call this event from here, and whenever you just send the event from here, send email, here you can just write the send email code or anything that you just want to perform your operation on the listening mode. Alright, and this should work. Right, so now this message will be just get here and echoed here. Alright, and the second thing is the last thing is we just have to make the router. So let's open the web.php and just copy the class name from here, and let's change it and test. This is my path for now. So now let's test is it working or not. So now I am just putting your event, and now you can see that okay, so that's my URL is test here actually. So your account has been sent, and here you can just write if you just want to call this one more thing like listener has been called. Also, if you just want to check that is it coming from here or not. Alright, so now you can see that this is also coming from here. So this is all about that how we can just make an event and listener in the Laravel. If you still have any kind of confusion, you can ask me in the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. I'm always waiting for your opinion, questions, so please you can ask in the description or you can ask in the comment box if you have, and please like this video also.